Hey everybody, and welcome back to Elden Ring. Last time we did a cave, then a tunnel, and a fort before the cave, then a tunnel, then a catacomb, and then some mini-bosses, and didn't get bored that whole time. At least I didn't. I don't know about you all. And then we explored a little extra area of Shifra that we, I would say missed the first time, but the only way we could have gotten there was through the 4 belfries in Liurnia, so we technically didn't miss it at all. This time, I've kept you all waiting long enough. Let's go to Redmane Castle. Am I seriously going to begin every single video before we go to the major dungeon of a region with I've kept you all waiting long enough? Probably. Because, yeah, I can't come up with that many original statements about that. Are you serious, dude? Alright, I guess we'll get started by fighting you. The most exciting enemy in Elden Ring. The Caelid bird. I wonder if these things are supposed to be a reference to the carrion crows from Bloodborne. Because, I mean, they're crow enemies. And that's the only similarity. Alright, that was a problem. Why am I so bad at that side attack? It's really not that bad. I was just panic dodging, hoping he wouldn't do an instant hit, and that led to my death there. Oh my god, this is actually doing really well. No! Why am I so bad at that attack? It's because I'm already dodging by the time it starts up, and then by that point it's too late. Alright, so, after that little pushover that he ended up being in the second attempt, let's move on to a real challenge. How did that guy kill me? My god. I'm never gonna live deaths like that down. Deaths like that, they happen. They happen. It's par for the course. You gotta just accept it about yourself if you die to things like that. Hello, knight on a horse. How are you doing? Are you affiliated with General Radahn in any way? Or the Redmane? Yeah, I guess you would be like a Redmane knight since you hail from Castle Redmane. I guess it's kind of interesting to show that the Ashes of War that have to do with the Redmanes show that guy in Night Guard to show that, like, the origin of them. They're not just some random ability that anyone could use. The random abilities anyone can use have the naked guy instead. That is a nice little attention to detail. And now that I've said that word in the first 5 minutes of the video, literally, this video is not going to get recommended to anyone. Hello, I hear a horn. Now, I'm afraid you guys have a bigger threat on your hands than me. It's those giant dogs. I mean, I can kill those giant dogs just fine. I don't know about you guys, though. That's you, Dad. You're the only one who cared about me at the moment. Radahn Soldier Greaves looks really similar to the Godric Soldier Greaves that I already have from Limgrave all that time ago. It might be, like, a little bit redder in order to fit in with the environment so that they camouflage. That's my explanation anyway. Why am I going on foot? I have a horse. That's what horses are for. So you don't have to go on foot. Yeah, they're just fighting the dogs. I think I'll just leave them to it. There's no reason for us to get involved. I'll take this item, though. 3 smoldering butterflies. Incredible. I hope I'm not missing too many other important items. I hope I'm not missing, like, a special Ash of War off the beaten path. I hear a scarab, I think. Yeah, I do. And I see a monument. Not a mount. A mountument. Something's after me, apparently. Who cares? The Starscourge conflict. Radahn alone holds Celia secure and stands tall to shatter the stars. We're trying to put a stop to that because by him taking control of the stars and all that... Oh, was it you guys who were seeing me? And you don't even try to do anything beyond hold up your shield and strafe back and forth on that little platform? Anyway, yeah. Radahn's power of the stars is keeping Ranni's fate in a standstill, as the characters have said throughout this game. So, we're trying to... You have a crossbow, and you didn't pull it out until just then? Okay. Wait, did that arrow start to, like, home in on me? Oh, whatever. And God! No! How come you see me coming? It's not like you insects have, like, a million eyes or anything. I mean, they only have 2 eyes, but their eyes are made up of, like, a million different pictures, right? Ash of War Cragblade. That doesn't sound very powerful, but I'll check it out. Anyway, yes, the whole reason we're venturing into Caelid is to slay Radahn so that we can continue Ranni's side quest, which is important to us, apparently. This is the wrong screen. Skill that manipulates gravity. Bury the armament of the ground, pulling rocks from the earth to reinforce it. Increases attack power, makes it easier to break enemy stance. I know who uses this. I won't spoil who, though. Alright, Sight of Grace right beneath this tower. I think I'm gonna go get it first before I even bother attacking you fools. You fools up there. And as you can see, there's a sending gate outside Castle Redmane. Now, if you were to, say, start the game and then barrel your way through Caelid down to get here, this sending gate shouldn't be active. I don't know if it truly is or not, but it shouldn't be. At least from what I looked up just before recording this. And there's a reason why. We'll get into that. There's 2 ladders? Why are there 2 ladders here? Just for both of these guys, so that both of them can climb at the same time for maximum efficient... Look at these guys. Look at these fools. Oh, wait a minute. You've been there the whole time. They were like, yeah, you down there, we'll get you eventually. We promise. I love Dark Souls enemies so much, From Software enemies so much. Their AI in combat is like really good, but in every other respect, it is the dumbest shit, and it's really funny. It reminds me of, It reminds me of the classic Doom enemy AI, where it's basically just walk towards player and randomly roll a chance to attack. And that's basically it. That is From Software enemy AI. Pathfind a way to the player, and then attack in various ways. It's those attacks and, like, what they can chain together and their combos and all that. That's the most advanced thing about them. Aw, man, you almost had the Triforce. You just needed another triangle on the top to give a little reference to Legend of Zelda. But you missed out. Arrow Sting Talisman. I don't know if I've gotten this. Raises attack power of arrows. Oh, well, that's not useful to me. Let me read its lore. Its lore is as follows. Carried by soldiers long ago. Hey man, I can't say I expected anything more than that. I just wanted to make sure there wasn't anything important there. I just thought I went, let me read its lore, and that was what the lore was. These games are so funny sometimes when they want to be. There's that sand dune place. Oh, wait a minute. How did I live? What the fuck? How did I live that? Alright, well, we're done with this tower. Let's just go back down. There must be some, like, secret, invisible extension to the platforms that they don't show you. I think we can fall from here safely. Yeah! No fall damage for us. Take that, Gordon Freeman in the first Half-Life. Is that a rock clipping through this tent? Is that clipping through this tent, or is it just on the outside? It is. Alright, I'll accept it. It's an open world game. Stuff like that can happen all the time. And also, Elden Ring is so much better about stuff like that than Dark Souls 3 was. Like, Dark Souls 3, there were environmental oddities in a lot of places, like, especially in Undead Settlement. It makes me wonder if some of the areas in that game are really rushed when they shouldn't have been, because, you know, rushing a game is never good. Don't do that. Don't do that, companies. Please stop. I guess let's take the sending gate. Well, that was easy. I didn't even need to cross the bridge, which is, by the way, the impassable Great Bridge. Yeah, very true. Let me tell you why this is. Redmane Castle is a minor dungeon. It is not a legacy dungeon. Caelid actually doesn't have a legacy dungeon, by the way, if you're wondering. So it is a minor dungeon, but it's a really odd one. At the start of the game, this is a normal minor dungeon, just like Castle Morn, just like Caria Manor. There are enemies here, there are enemies blocking the way in. That sending gate is not active, so you actually do have to make your way inside. I think, anyway. We'll see if that's the case in a bit. However, Redmane Castle is the setting of the Radahn Festival. And by doing certain actions in the game, you can activate the festival. From doing this, all of the enemies in the castle are cleared out. Supposedly all the warriors fought their way inside. I think that's the idea. And that sending gate is active, so you could just teleport on inside. The ways to activate the festival are either... there are a few. I think there's like... The wiki said there were 3 ways, but I only know definitively what 2 of them are. You either venture up into Altus Plateau and light a Sight of Grace there, or you progress Ranni's questline until you tell Blythe about the Radahn Festival. I think there's a third option that also involves Ranni's questline, but either one of those, I know for sure, activates the festival, and as a result, the castle is empty. It's a little bit strange how it works, but I don't know how else they could have done it. I mean, I know how else they could have done it. Made an actual legacy dungeon and had that be the setting of the Radahn Festival, or maybe had the Radahn Festival take place somewhere else. So let me show you what is available in Redmane Castle right now. There are items to get, there are places you can go, but there will not be very many enemies to fight at all. With the exception of, I think, a Lion Guardian out there. He might be accompanied by a friend, I'm not sure. I can't remember fully, but there's a Golden Rune level 6 up here. I hear a Scarab somewhere. I think there are also ladders you can climb. I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna go around and clear out some items. Yes, he does have a friend. But eventually, after we do what is yet to be done here, I will come back to this place and take it out as the normal dungeon it was always supposed to be. I'll let that one go. Okay. Another weird thing about Redmane Castle you'll notice when it's in this state, these doors are not openable, not even from the other side. So yeah, you just have to wait until later. There is some ways you can get around to the other sides of those, but even then they're not openable. Kinda weird. Should I use this chance to just kill these two guys? I mean, they are just here. They're ripe for the taking. I don't see why not. Let's go. Maybe one of those could actually hit. That would be really nice. I don't know if these guys are, like, any particularly stronger than the ones in Fort Gale. I hope not, because, the ones in Fort Gale were rough. So, yeah, if you guys could not be that rough, that would be nice. Oh! That's another enemy that's here, a pile of sludge. Got it. Yeah, you know, the very exciting enemies you have to look forward to in the Radahn Festival. I like the idea that all these warriors... Ow, okay. I like the idea that all these warriors went out to go slay all the soldiers inside Redmane Castle, except for the Lion Guardians. They were too much. I love how jumping is counted as an attack. It's so fun. Aha! My stance broke! If only I had the Crimson Dagger on, then I would be able to heal from that. I'm gonna use my flasks pretty wastefully, I guess, because these guys are not... I mean, these guys are really the only enemies here, so I may as well. That's one of them dead. I think they're permanent kills. Even if you kill them in this stage, they don't carry over to when the dungeon reverts back to normal. I'm just gonna rock sling you to death because that did a number on your boys. Oh my god. What if it's just like 3 uses of this? Oh my god, 3 uses of that. Stance breaks them. That is awesome. I guess that is the real, like, attraction to rock sling, that it can be used like that. Oh god, okay. What? There was basically nothing I could have done, except for use a different attack other than a jump attack, I suppose. It was still really annoying. I can't say I'm that big a fan of these enemies. They're one of those crazy jump all over the place, hit you with stupidly strong attacks at a moment's notice attacks that this game is full of, and I cannot stand them. Dark Souls 3 had its fair share of that enemy type too, but Elden Ring uses it a little too much in my opinion. They both give you a Somber Smithing Stone level 4, Beast Blood, and 2 Fangs. Great. And they just fizzle the rest of themselves away, so you can't take, like, their body or their hair for anything, which, I mean, I had no uses for that anyway, so that's fine. Smithing Stone level 4 they're guarding. Piles of sludge inside of the gate. These piles of sludge were also too much for the warriors that made their way here. An Arteria Leaf, and no way to open that gate from this place. I don't know if you can open that gate ever, even outside of Radahn Festival mode. Speaking of which, I think it's about time I head over there. I think we'll explore this place fully as its own dungeon later on. Hopefully with those 2 Lion Guardians dead. I don't want to see them again in the regular dungeon version. And we'll save the rest of the item collection, the rest of the exploration for then. There are a few more things you can find, but I was just about to repeat myself. So instead of that, let's go to this obvious site of grace in this room. An advantage of doing the Radahn Festival first is that you can just light the Site of Grace and teleport back inside Redmane Castle, skipping the outdoor section whenever you want. We will be doing the outdoor section later. I just thought we could probably just teleport inside for the festival. I mean, The outside stretch is also clear of any enemies, so it's kind of not that worth it. Kind of not that exciting to go around, though. It is kind of a cool feeling, just walking up all that way without a single enemy. Ah, whatever. I did what I did. Now let's get inside. This sounds like the Halo theme, and I really like it because of that.
Champions! Welcome! The stars have aligned! The festival is nigh! General Radahn, mightiest demigod of the Shattering, awaits you! Champions! Prepare for battle! Defeat the General, claim glory, and grab that great rune! A celebration of war! The Radahn Festival!
I love his voice acting. It's so exaggerated and it's so funny. Okay, so we have 2 familiar faces, 1 less familiar face, but let's start by talking to you. Hello, Blythe. I have finally arrived. I know, it took me forever. Hey, man, what can I say? I'm a completionist, sort of, a little bit.
Ah, there you are. Took your sweet time. The players are all made up. I'm waiting for the curtain. Let's give them a show to remember, eh? Just don't you go dying on me. For Ronnie's sake, too.
That implies that there are, like, plays in this universe, which I guess makes sense. Plays are a very old thing. They were done before movies existed because they could actually be done.
Once more into the fray together, eh? This might even be fun.
Might even be fun. So you are Finger Maiden Theralina. I don't know whose Finger Maiden you are. I hate the name Finger Maiden, by the way. It just sounds awful, but I'll roll with it, because I kind of have to. You do not say anything, but you give me a gesture. Very cool. So I can bow to people. And then there are spirits of other people. I really don't get this whole, like, spirit thing the game does sometimes, where randomly NPCs or enemies appear as spirits. What does it mean? No freaking idea. They just are. This guy is Lionel the Lionhearted. Were you mad that I killed the Lion Guardians out there? Because, you know, you like lions, I'm pretty sure. This is, I want to say, Greathorn Tragoth. You could summon him against Magma Worm Makar in the Runestrewn Precipice. You are Okina. We have heard about you since we got the dagger, that one dagger last time that looked like a katana. Wakazashi, it mentions Okina, and this is him. He's here at the festival. And finally, it's been a long frickin' time. How are you doing, Big Jar friend?
Ah, you came. How delightful. Indeed, I thought I might find you here. By the by, do you know for whom this festival is being held? Well, it is none other than General Radahn himself. To think, I could face a great champion of the Shattering, a demigod in the flesh. Oh, God. In truth, I quiver at the thought. Such is his frightful repute. But the fear simply assures me the ordeal is worth undertaking. Be sure to get a good vantage, my friend. I, Iron Fist Alexander, do hereby vow to unflinchingly brave this ordeal.
Man, I could not imagine the intensity of standing in here and waiting to fight General Radahn, who's this, like, huge, powerful dude. We might all die. It's like it's like a similar feeling you have before you, like, play in a concert or something, or you're about to present in a class. It's just this never-ending, nerve-wracking feeling. I almost feel it myself, even though I know this is a game and there are no stakes. Except for my own pride and my death counter being increased. Alright, well, I don't think the stuff I am wearing right now is a very good fit for battle, so if none of you mind, I'm gonna go hide myself back here and change it to something different. Here we go. This is the Land of Reed set, the Samurai set. Now, I wonder, do I want to wear this, or do I want to wear the hat that it goes with this? I I don't know. I don't really like the helmet. I like the armor, though, so I think I will go with the Great Horde headband. I just love how this thing looks. It makes me look all fierce and mighty, and I love it. It looks like I could jump into enemies to hurt them with the horns, even though I can't. Look at all these barrels over here. Anyone want to drink a wine or water before we continue? Or have some of these apples? I didn't even notice those, but those are apples. There's also something in that box there. And there's a very polygonated kettle right there. That's fine. You can have a small model in this game that's polygonated. This is kind of a new milestone in our journey. We have fought 2 shard bearers up to this point, and a number of other major bosses, but neither of them have been true demigods. Godric almost counted. I mean, the game called him that, but he was obviously the runt of the litter. We could tell by all the lore and the dialogue and people's opinions about him that nobody thinks that he could ever stand to be the same power level as anyone else. And Rennala, who was quite tough, was not a demigod. She was just a really intelligent and strong magic user. This is our first time going into battle against a true demigod. So, let's see how we do.
Are you good and prepared, young chum? The festival begins.
Hey, I have this blade, like, at your neck. You better start this festival right now or I will kill you. Okay, now. Ready as I'll ever be.
Before we begin, allow me to paint you the full picture. General Radahn is cursed ever to wander. Eaten from the inside by Melania's scarlet rot, his wits are long gone. Now he gathers the corpses of former friends and foes alike, gorging on them like a dog. Howling at the sky. But now, we must make merry. O gathering of champions, the revels begin. The celebration of war. The Radahn Festival.
I have to know. Okay, no, it doesn't attack you. I saw him do that animation. I was like, can that hit you? Heartening cry. You don't make any noise with this gesture, so that's very misleading.
You will find the field of battle past the church ahead, upon the shore under the fort. General Radahn is there, even now, divested of his wits, devouring corpses, and howling at the sky.
That doesn't sound very good. Alright, guys, y'all ready? Let's go! Let's kill this dude! Now, they won't follow you right away, but don't worry, you'll see how this battle works in a bit. I don't think there are any items to get out here. There is an altar of citrus, but for once it does not have any starlight shards underneath it. Also, talking to him sets the time of day to nighttime. Not sure what that's about. There's a somber smithing stone level 5 you can grab. And aside from that, nothing really else. There's also a lot of chairs out here. I guess this is where they sit around the audience of the citrus, when the citrus god comes down and feeds them tangerines and oranges and whatever else is a citrus, because I think there's more than just orange, right? Also, just a lone chair in this back area. Side room with a door that can't be interacted with. Probably could be in the real dungeon. A little chapel room that I think is used a couple of other times throughout the game, but don't tell anyone I told you that. Our first smithing stone level 6. We've gotten smithing stone level 7 first, I believe. No, can't even be opened from this side. I believe this elevator, by extension, everything down here, is only available if the Radahn Festival is going. The Radahn Festival is required in order to fight Radahn. In Redmane Castle's normal minor dungeon state, Radahn is not accessible. At least that's what I heard. Now, We seem to be blocked by a river, but fear not. The sending gate is here to make up for it. Here we go. I was hoping to be able to do this in the previous area, but you can't whenever there's a combat lock on, even though guarding doesn't harm anyone, but whatever. Now, it seems like there was originally going to be a land bridge over to those dunes over there, because in the low poly model of Caelid that renders when you're far away from it, there is actually like a bit of land crossing over that you can see. Probably not very clearly, but you could still see it. But obviously, since we're right here, there is nothing. There is also sometimes, if you play online, you can find messages floating on top of the water, and I'm not sure why that is. It's just kind of a bug, but you cannot go into the water. It's, don't do it. That's not a good idea. Let's fight! There he is! We're in the Wailing Dunes! Starscourge Radahn! I tried to roll my R's there, did not work. Dodge that arrow, and then summon everyone in. You can fight this guys on your own if you would rather do that, but because it's the Radahn Festival, I think it's fitting if you summon in all the other people to help you. Casual greeting, not sure who gave me that, but thank you. I summoned, one of the NPCs I summoned in gave me that. Okay, those arrows are coming after me. Everyone's being summoned in, let's go fight him! Oh my god, oh my god. Alright, he's got 2 big swords, and he is riding a horse despite his large size. But there's actually like a purple glow around his crotch area, also his legs. That is because Radahn went to Celia, town of sorcery. I'm luring the other phantoms here. Oh, hey, there's another guy I can summon. He went to Celia, town of sorcery to learn gravity magic, and one of the things he can do with gravity magic is change his weight. So, he is not actually crushing his horse. He's using gravity to prevent him from crushing his horse. It's so sweet. He's still able to ride his horse, even as big as he is. Yeah, you can tell there, this guy's a big foe. I'm gonna get started on him with some rock sling. Alrighty. I have personally never tried to fight Radahn solo, and it's for one simple reason. He doesn't look that fun to me personally. He's kind of big. He's got really big attacks. He's got long attack chains. I'd just rather not. That's just me, though. I know it's just me, because almost everyone is like, the summons you summon cheese this fight completely. They really don't, though. Like, this guy's still pretty challenging even with the summons, in my experience anyway. I'm gonna get Great Glintstone Shard out, which I don't believe I ever used on him before. That's doing a lot to him. I don't think he has healing abilities. Oh, is that? That is Cragblade, the ability we just got outside of the place. Okay, people are dying. So, whenever anyone dies, you can find more summon signs around this giant open arena. There's these ghostly banners, and you can find summon signs underneath them. There are a finite amount of summon signs for each of the people, but you can resummon them a number of times before they die off permanently. Just take care not to use all of them. Okay, it's just Blythe and Therolina I summoned in. Oh, that's gonna send a shockwave. Jump over that with Torrent. This is also one of the only major bosses you can summon Torrent for, and I think I would recommend doing that. Oh my god, he just killed me in like one swoop. It's actually set to nighttime even after I respawn. Why don't you do that more often, game? Okay, this is easily dodged by just strafing. Exactly right. Summon those 3 guys in. I hope I got all of them. Let's summon you in. Alexander Warrior Jar. There was someone else under the ground there. I didn't see who that was. Trying to get as many people in as I can. Radahn spears. Those spears are probably wedged into that person. Here comes Okina. Here comes Smeros. God, you're freaking stealing Aldrich's thunder, I see. He chases after you by default, of course, since you're the most important one here. You are the main character, after all. Aha, that does not unleash a shockwave when he doesn't have Cragblade on. That makes sense. Oh man, he's got a lot of health. That was 700 damage I did to him just then. Oh my god, Torrent! So it seems like Torrent cannot heal between deaths. Like, if you die, if Torrent takes damage, then you die, Torrent doesn't have any of his health restored. That's really weird. Whoa, 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 okay. Let me try Ice Crag. Let's see how Frost does against you. Oh, okay, Frost does really well against you. Oh, here comes Cragblade. We better watch out. I think while the wind-up animation is going is open a little bit. Excuse me guys. I'm gonna heal Torrent. Okay, he's fully healthed. He's fully healthed. Listen to me. Rock Sling's not that great, honestly. Radahn has the most poise of any enemy in Elden Ring, though he is not necessarily the longest to stance break. There is an exception. Okay, he's gone. His people needed him, I guess. Fog fades away. Oh, hey, wait a minute! Watch out for that. That creates a huge explosion that will kill you if you're caught in it. And this starts phase 2. I think he's got some new attacks. Let's see. Okay, that's a new attack at least. Oh, he's coming after me. I'd like to get to those summon signs, so I'm sure the other guys can handle him while I'm doing that. There we go, more summon signs. Castilian Jaren. That was the guy who was announcing the Radahn Festival. He is only available to summon in phase 2. This attack, okay. I think Radahn was actually, like, patched a bit in one of the first updates for the game, and this attack works slightly differently than it did on the launch version. In addition, Radahn had some, like, big, oversized hitboxes that people didn't like, and so that was also part of the nerf. Oh, why did I get blown away? I thought that was supposed to pull me towards him. Do I not understand these things? I'm gonna go find summon signs. He's killing everyone. Here you are. Thank you for not sending that my way. No, you killed whoever that was. I can't even see who that was. There's so much chaos happening, but I love it. I love the chaos. This is definitely my preferred way of fighting Radahn. I absolutely love it. It definitely feels like a bunch of warriors coming together to take down this big foe. All right, come back in, Alexander. Oh. The feeling is, admittedly, kind of ruined when he can just do that whenever he wants. To ensure that doesn't happen again, Rune Arc. I should probably use my flask too, though. My flask still hampers my damage negation. I haven't really found a good use for that yet. I don't know whose summon sign that is under the ground, but you were very badly placed, might I just say. There's something in this fight that I really want to see, and we may have already seen it, but I wasn't paying any attention. Let's see. Now that's Finger Maiden Theralina. Torrent, will you please fucking heal between battles, for the love of God? I'm sorry, Torrent. I don't mean to use such language against you, but, like, come on. Come on, man. I restore my health when I respawn. You should also be doing the same. I was thinking that Stomp would deal damage, because if this were any other boss, it kind of would. Oh, no. Seriously, Torrent. Torrent. Fucking heal up. Fortunately, I can get all his health back just for the price of 1 flask. Now, okay. I shouldn't get too far away. That will desummon the summons if you get too far away from Radahn, so I'm going to head back there in a bit. But there is a summon sign I would really like to find. Oh, he's using Cragblade now. I need to heal that. And that's Gravitas. Unfortunately, I don't think there's any way to avoid that aside from, like, iframing, which you can't do on Torrent. So that's real useful. Look at Alexander spinning around. I love how the warrior jars attack. It's so funny. Ooh, he got stance broken! Thank you, whoever did that. I did not have enough time to hit you. Yay. Okay, he's launching. He's launching. You? Is it you? I'm in Okina. All right, Okina, come on back in. We're gonna need you for phase 2. Where is... No, that's bad. Oh, God, that's... Oh... By the time I noticed I was driving into him, it was too late. I really wish there was something I could do about his attacks on Torrent when it... I kind of can't. You know what? Let me give him a little bit of on-foot footage. More like on footage. Ha 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 ha. All right. Nope. Yep. Gotcha. All right. Twin Blade. Come on, man. He's so fucking huge, and that didn't hit him. Are you kidding me, dude? All right. Yeah, I think it's mainly like you use Torrent to get up to him, and then when you're up to him, attacking him up close, on foot's probably better, so you can actually use iframes instead of Torrent's dashing. Oh, watch out for that. Oh, watch out for that. Okay. Nice. I would have loved to have dodged that, if only it was possible. Well, that was fun. I liked not being able to see there for a hot second. No, no, no. No, 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 no. There! Oh my god, I just barely jumped over that. You can jump over that. It is good to know. Let me ice crag. Get that frost on ya. Because I'm not doing a very good job with my main weapon at that. Because I'm barely being able to hit you with it. I switched to rock sling accidentally. Phase 2, phase 2, phase 2. Get on Torrent, and then watch out for him. Where is he coming from? No, Lionel. Not now. We need you. Okay, that should be good. Now I want to look for summon signs. Let's see. You there. Castellian Jaren, come on in. Fingerbane of Theralina. And Shiny Floor. Blythe, no! I wonder, is it pronounced Blythe and not Blythe? Because Blythe is a word that means something different than, you know, oh god, oh god, oh god. Then, you know, a name of a half-wolf character in a video game. I suppose gravity magic wouldn't be that good against him, since, you know, it's kind of his thing and all. Okay, more summon signs. I need more summon signs. Oh, no. Okay. Oh, my God. I was so lucky it ended right there. Come on in, Lionel. Now, this place. I hope I'm not getting too far from him. Blythe the Half-Wolf, come on in. All right. Back towards him. And let's use... Whoa. Whoa. Oh, God. I remember this attack. It's deadly. It fucking murders you if it hits. Okay. God, it's so weird adjusting using magic on Torrent. I would have loved to have avoided that attack if only it was actually doable. I'm sure it is in some way. I haven't figured it out because the blast radius is so goddamn huge and he pulls it out in 5 seconds that when I'm on Torrent, there's nothing I can do about it, really. Now let's change that. Doga. Okay. You there? I really would like to frost you. You're pretty low, unfortunately. You've got crazy attacks in this phase. That could spell the end of us. I had no idea he can launch out the shockwave from his backside. That is quite nuts, sir. Uh-oh. Okay, I'm out of FP. I'm actually, like, really, really low on FP now. I only have so many flasks. I might actually want to, like, allocate... No, Blythe. Or Lionel, that was. No, Lionel! He's dead! Here. Get you frosted. And then... I'm panicking a lot. Let's get attacking, melee. Ooh, Blythe, you used an Estus, or a Crimson Tears. Flask. Oh my god. Please don't attack again. Please stop attacking. Let me heal, fuck's sake. Okay, 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 okay. Okay, okay, buddy. We got this, I think. More summon signs this way. Those are going after Blythe. Let me summon people back in. Tragoth, Jaren, Okina. I don't know what he's... Oh, no. Oh! Okay, okay, okay. This... Dodged right as they was about to hit me. He is dead! Rest in peace, Radahn. May the Scarlet Rot not torment you anymore.
Hey, you. You're finally awake.
What? We're alive? I thought that destroyed the world for a second. A red mark was made on the map. Alright, I'll check that out in a bit. Radahn's Great Rune! I tried to roll that last star, couldn't do it. Seek the divine Cower of Caelid, which stands upon the precipice at the Dragon Barrow's shore. Great rune of the Shardbearer Radahn, devoid of any benediction. More like a gray rune, am I right? I've been waiting to make that freaking joke. I think I forgot to earlier. Remembrance of the Starscourge. The Red Lion General wielded gravitational powers which he learned in Celia during his younger days. Also, he would never have to abandon his beloved but scrawny steed. Yep, there it is. He learned gravity magic so that we wouldn't have to abandon his horse because he grew to be so big. How did he grow to be that big? Dunno. Magic. I wonder if I wouldn't have been too shot by him if I had worn a helmet. No, I totally would have been. Helmets don't do that much. In real life, they do. Don't take that little comment into real life. Hello, Blythe. Good battle, wasn't it?
Ah, good. I was waiting for you. Oh, what a sick way to fight, eh? The glory of the clash is shared. By Radahn. And you. And did you see that afterwards? A falling star right before our eyes. I can't fathom how Radahn was holding back something of that scale. He was a living legend if ever I saw one. And the path has now been cleared. To Nokran, where Ranni's fate will be decided. Let's meet where the falling star bit the earth. We'll take up our swords once more. For Mistress Ranni.
Yes, indeed. I'm more than happy to explore more Shifa River.
Let's meet where the fallings will go into. My only purpose is to fight for Ranni's fate. Sword and fang. The curtain's rising. On the final act.
You didn't do a whole lot of fighting with your fang there in Radahn's battle anyway. Maybe you did by biting down on the flask you drank to heal yourself. But that counts, I guess.
Ah, hello there. Oh, it was a battle marvelously fought. You are well and truly a champion, friend. I, on the other hand, am nothing but a crock. One hit was all it took to crack me, and for my insides to come spilling out. After that, I hid like a coward. And as such, I can hardly stand to face one such as you.
That's not what I saw in the battle. You were doing awesome. And also, I mean, you died a lot, but I kept resummoning you, and you did fine.
But don't you think I've given up just yet. As luck would have it, there's a veritable mountain of warriors' bodies right here. If I can just squeeze this bunch down inside me, I'll be a mighty warrior again in no time. And you know, the bodies found here are exceedingly fine. Who could expect any less from the very warriors who fought in the Shattering, the greatest of all wars? Just you wait and see, friend. I'll grow even stronger. Just you wait when next we meet.
So you get warriors' insides, put them inside of you, have a giant blob of flesh in you, and that makes you strong. Alright, I'm not gonna question it. It must be a culture thing. These guys will say those exact dialogue no matter how they did in Radahn's fight, or if you even decided to include them at all. Alright, let's check out where that thing was on the map. Oh, they're gone now. Okay. Aha. It's in Limgrave. Smack in the middle of the lower edge of Mistwood. Okay, pretty cool. I'm gonna use the 70,000 runes to level up, though, because goodness, this is a lot of runes. Level up Mind. I'll put up Dexterity a little bit, or, yeah, Intelligence now. I want to use Gavel of Haima. So, there's a thing that you can use to teleport back to Castle Redmane. And yeah, all these dunes ended up being in the end was an arena for Radahn. I mean, it was a really cool arena for Radahn, but this takes up like a third of Caelid. It's just dedicated to a boss arena. Kind of weird to me. As a result, there's basically nothing to see out here aside from one thing. Remember that little catacomb sign up there in the... No, it wasn't the Dragon Barrow. It was just below Dragon Barrow that pointed down here. Let's go to where it was pointing, which, by the way, is all the way down this direction. It's technically up because we're going north, and north points up on maps. I'm running out of breath, and I'm gonna need to take one pretty soon. There's no way I'll make it in time. Alright, I give up on that. My Breath of the Wild instincts are looking at this wall and being like, I can climb it. I can get back up there just by climbing. I should equip the climbing gear for faster. Nope. Elden Ring characters can't climb. I mean, to be fair, that was some kind of weird superpower Link has in those games. I assume you can climb in Tears of the Kingdom too. I don't see why you couldn't. Maybe, like, because Link has one of his arms, like, chopped off, right? Maybe that hampers his climbing ability, so I don't fully know for sure, but, yeah, okay. It should be, like, it's, like, all the way over here in the corner. It's almost like a joke placement. Doo-dee-doo. Nope, not there. Not in that outcropping. It's even further away. By the way, I should probably allocate my Crimson Tier. Allocate my flasks. So that I don't have 7 in the healing flask. I mean, 7 in the healing flask is fine, but it's just been kind of bugging me. This is a set of catacombs, and true to Caelid's very odd nature of difficulty, this is a Dragon Barrow difficulty catacomb. As such, I'm going to light the Sight of Grace, and then get the hell out of Dodge. We will come back to this later. I'll place a skull on it. Oh, hold on, I have to go out the way I came in first. Why the heck do mini dungeons block your ability to fast travel? There's really no point. Teleport back to Redmane Castle, and there is one more thing you can do here. Hello, guys. You all just decided to return here, and you're in the same battle positions, even though the battle is done, and you can rest now? You can go, like, you know, ride some rides at an amusement park, or like, have a dinner, have a vacation over in Liurnia or something, but yeah, you're just standing here, armed and ready as if you had never actually done anything. Sure, whatever. Oh, that's interesting. One of those banners is a lot more torn. Why that one in particular? They just really hated it. Hey, I recognize this scene. This is one of the loading screens. You know, you look a lot like Gale from Dark Souls 3 DLC. They basically just copy-pasted the character design and gave him a jester outfit. Do I get to fight you? Please say I get to fight you. Please say I get to fight you. That would be so nice.
At last, the war festival has ended. Brave champion, you have our gratitude. The celebration was spectacular. General Radahn is surely pleased. Festering with rot and crippled by madness, all he wanted was an honorable death.
And we gave it to him.
Finally, my work is done. I'm no longer bound to this fortress. I have a task in mind. Old business, you could say. You wouldn't understand. May we meet again, if the fates deign it. Brave champion.
That is all he says. After exhausting his dialogue, Redmane Castle will convert back to the regular minor dungeon that it always was at the start of the game, as soon as I teleport away and reset somewhere. I'm gonna place a skull here because I don't know if I want to do it this video or later or what. We'll get it done at some point, hopefully kind of soon, because I'd rather just get it off my plate right now. After all, it's not in the Dragon Barrow, so it is within our ability to do it. Now I'd like to make a couple, and by a couple I mean 3 stops in Caelid for the rest of this video. The first is up by Fort Faroth. I think I want to go down towards the Minor Erdtree. I'm not fighting the Avatar. Way too strong for us. But there is something we can find down here. It should be around here somewhere, off the edge. Do you remember that we got this painting, the Redmane painting, that shows what we now know is Radahn's arena with Redmane in the distance? Over there should be Redmane somewhere in the distance, and I think the ledge to get the perspective to it is around here. Okay, it's further this way. I think it's down past the Minor Erdtree. Alright, we're gonna have to make a little detour. Hopefully this won't be too hard. Torrent! Oh god, you went too far! Oh, actually, I see where it is. I technically fell where we were supposed to go, so, yeah. Let's just head back there. Lesson learned. Don't go here. Aha, this Spirit Spring. I remember this one. So this Spirit Spring right here used to be bugged in early versions of Elden Ring. Its safe landing zone area used to be much smaller than it is right now. That fall probably would have killed me in those past versions. Thankfully, though, they patched it. Torrent? Oh my god, you're hovering! Okay, I know how to do this. Jump and then angle back. There we go. That branch should be what we land on in order to get down to where we need to go. Torrent, the one time you don't fall off the edge, it's where I want you to. Oh my god. Alright. That was fall damage, that's fine, we didn't die to it. Let's heal that back up before we lose any more health to potential more fall damage. I think I'll go on foot from here. Why did you dismount that direction? Why did you dismount that way? That was... It worked. I guess I can't complain, but like... Why was that chosen as the best direction to dismount? Alright, jump down here. That should not cause fall damage. Then... More falling is required. There's this. Oh no, that's gonna kill me, no! Splat. Okay, on foot's actually better for that. I didn't take fall damage that time. I think I was pretty close to, though. So yeah, just go on foot from the top. It's much better that way. The torrent could not handle land this small. Okay, I have a question. Where do I go from here? Where am I supposed to drop to? I think it's supposed to be that branch. I guess do I need a double jump with torrent? Let's do it. Okay, dismount. And we should be good from here. This should not kill us. It did cause fall damage though, surprisingly. Oh, that's a big mean guy. Let's just ignore him and look around this little ledge. This, I was gonna say natural ledge. This is not a natural ledge. It might have grass growing on it, but this was definitely constructed. He's got an item. Okay. I think he's gonna activate if we get close no matter what we do, so in the meantime, this should be the perspective of the painting. We could see the structures, Redmane after that. So, there he is. This guy is mainly what I'm here for. Gotta look at his face. I used to think he was a wandering noble spirit in a chair, but no, he's got a normal looking face. He's got a normal looking tarnished face. Ash of War, Rain of Arrows. That is what Radahn was using against us. Archery skill performed from a low stance. Raid the bow, fire burst of arrows in the sky, shower the enemies with projectiles. Oh, actually, that's more like what other thing was using. I remember this. Activating this guy kind of got me stuck on here because I couldn't fast travel away to being stuck in combat. I only have 17,000 runes. I need an entire 10,000 more to do it, so I think I know what I'm gonna do here. Sneak up. Grab this. Rune Arc. And then, can I... Okay, I can actually just teleport away just in time. Never mind, we kept the runes. I fooled the game. We weren't quite in combat yet. Next thing I would like to do is, yes, spend more time in the Dragon Barrow. Seems kind of like a dumb idea, but there is the Divine Tower up there. And the Grey Runes item description told us to seek it, so I shall seek it. And from what I remember, this thing isn't too hard, even for Dragon Barrow standards. Hello, buddy.
I'm dry as a bone, even in the rain. Fool dragon, surrender your strength. Let me feast on your heart.
Oh, I thought you wanted water. That was an unexpected twist. I was thinking of switching outfits, but actually this might be the most waterproof outfit we've gotten yet, and with how much Dragon Barrow loves rain, I think it is for the best that we equip it. Okay, so the main way to get inside the Divine Tower is up there, but if you decide to head this way out of pure curiosity, jump down here, you can go down. There's just a few items to get down here, but they're items, and my freaking... I don't know if I want to say impulsive self wants to get them. Somber Smithing Stone, level 9. Why is Dragon Barrow like this? Arteria Leaf ×2, and a Rune Arc. Very cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9. That's how you count. Alright, you guys just stay right there, because I'm sure y'all will be harder than Exykes was down in southern Caelid. You seem to have something special within you. Come to me, my precious boy. My precious little... Why? Why are you like this, Dragon Barrow? What is wrong with you? What is wrong with Caelid? Genuinely. Somber Smithy still level 8. There we go. We found something in between. We're still missing 7, though. What the hell, man? I can't repeat that enough. What were they doing with this place? Alright, so you need to jump across that log, get here, take out the... Okay, I thought I was dead. Thankfully, no. Take out the overpowered fucking foot soldier because he's in Dragon Barrow. Like, it'd be cool if there was a lore reason for this. Like, that little joke I made last time about the power of Grail surging through everyone might honestly be a good explanation if that's what they were going for, but I don't think it was. And maybe in the future, if we killed Grail, then everything would go down in difficulty. Back to Southern Caelid difficulty. That would be cool, but no, it's just the design of this place. This place is just way harder for absolutely no reason. So, in order to get to this Divine Tower, we have to climb around on the outside. I can't remember off the top of my head which routes are optional and which routes are required, so I'm just gonna jump around all over the place and see what I can do. So, in the meantime, I guess, how you doing? How was your day, Ben? I myself am very surprised that we are already this far through this game. Like, it has been a while. It's been a long time. The early videos are kind of a distant memory to me now, but it still doesn't feel like that long. It feels like just the other day I was recording Black Mesa. Alright, that was almost bad. That took like 50% of my health. That was like a hair below the requirements to one-shot me. So, let's not do that. Oh, God. There's no place to drop. I'm gonna go back and dismount Torrent, because I do not trust the Torrent dismount mechanics after they spurned me earlier. Anyway, yeah, we haven't progressed as far as I was hoping to before I start back up, I start up school again, before I start up college, because I am about to go right back in. This is my last day of winter break I'm recording this on, so videos might slow down a bit as I adjust back into it, but I think I got a good feeling for, like, how many videos I wanted to do. I think I got a good balance of, like, working on important college stuff, and then, you know, when I'm done with that, work on videos in the meantime. So hopefully you should still be seeing relatively consistent uploads from this series. Interestingly, the giant jar is not visible from this far. I guess I did not mean to summon Torrent. Oh my God, Torrent, get out of the freaking hole in the ground. Just go away. Go away, Torrent. I'm sorry, Torrent, but you are a very bad fit in precise areas like this. Yeah, I'm hoping we can get to the end of the series before summer starts, because I consider myself to be insanely lucky. I have not had any of the weird slowdown performance issues that I have sometimes had with more graphically intense games. Like, I had it with Dark Souls 3 in episode 16 most prominently. If you watch that video, you can tell I get really frustrated because I had to restart my computer like 2 different times in that video, and then the enemies started killing me lots. And overall, I was not very happy recording that video, even though that was like a really fun area of the game. The Drag Heap, probably my favorite of the DLCs. But yeah, and then there was that one Black Mesa video against the Gonarch that just was so unlucky. I had that freaking slowdown issue so many times. Somehow, though, by some miracle, I have yet to have it happen in this series. And I don't know if it's some special rendering method Elden Ring uses to avoid stuff like that is like very non-performance intensive, but like, despite how this game tends to run worse when I record it, I am super surprised that has not reared its head yet. Any slowdown I may have experienced is very minor and doesn't look that bad, so yeah, I have no idea what was causing the slowdown issues. It could have been SSD space issues, because I was starting to run low on SSD space whenever those issues happened. So like, I'm trying to back up and delete the videos as they go regularly now to avoid that from happening, and it seems to be doing a good job, though I don't know if that was really the culprit or not. There's absolutely nothing on this bottom area. Hello, Bestial Sanctum. You actually look kind of cool. Man, it's like this little chapel, and you got a big structure underneath it as well. Neat. Then we got all that stuff up there, all those distant, faraway lands that we are very close to being able to begin exploring. Or, we are able to begin exploring. I'm just waiting until we do arbitrary shit that I decided that we should do first, before we get started on that. I think I need Torrent to jump over these. or I just can't jump over them at all. That's also a thing that can happen. So is this just a dead end? Is this ladder here for no reason? I guess not. All right, let's climb up the other ladder. I heard someone walk above me. Anyway, I would like to finish this this series before summer of 2024 because I also have a feeling that it's possible overheating was a reason for that, because whenever those slowdown issues happened, I was recording on hot days. Mostly. With the exception of Black Mesa, I have no idea what was going on there. It was fall and it was cold, so yeah, I don't know what was going on there. I think it was just that, like, you know, Zen is kind of a crazy visual feast, and it's probably not optimized perfectly, even in the current versions of Black Mesa. Looks like the tree's extending out a little finger. I'm gonna explore this way real quick, cut this out if there's nothing. There was nothing. Anyway, I would like to say that I deeply appreciate everyone who has been sticking around this far. I have noticed nearly every video in this series has gotten something. And that does not always happen, especially with series this long. I don't know if it's going to maintain that high number by the end of the playthrough, but we'll see. We'll have to see. I thank everyone who has watched this far, if you really have watched this far, and I hope you will stick around for the rest of the adventure. We've got a long way to go ahead of us. We've got a lot more stuff to see, a lot more fun question mark stuff to do. And to be honest, like, we may have just beaten, like, the third demigod of the first 3 regions, and, like, you know, you can expect there to be one major boss in every region, but we are not, like, extremely far through this game. I think we're close to the halfway point at most. We might be at the halfway point, I'm not sure. Newman's Rune. So, yeah, that's the next level up from Golden Rune. Used to gain 1,2,500 runes. The Newmen are said to have come from outside the Lands Between and are in fact of the same stock as Queen Marika herself. Alright, Newman was one of the options you could pick as a base preset character in the character creators. So they have a lot of money, I guess? They were rich outsiders of the Lands Between, except if you choose to start with one. Then you have nothing, obviously, because this game's unfair. Oh, is that another skeleton shelling in the water? I don't think you can get a good angle on him from here. I love all those giant rot skeletons all over the place. Really cool visual. Okay, there's nothing else to explore. Or is there? There might be. There's a site of grace, though, so I'll take this. There is quite a bit to see within the Divine Tower of Caelid, but it's Dragon Barrow, so no thanks. I'm avoiding it for now. We're gonna go out this place, because I wouldn't be surprised if there is an item. There is not. Let's go in. If all you're here to do is to restore the Great Rune, go right from the Grace. If you would like to explore more of the place and probably get yourself killed loads of times, because it's Dragon Barrow, go left. Unbind yourself. I have the Grey Rune, or the Grey Rune. I love his voice. This isn't the top? I feel like I've climbed up so much. How are we not at the top yet? I guess it's a tower. That's the whole point. Let's go. Let's get to the top and claim our map of the region. I don't know what all those, like, shadowy lines are trailing down from the ceiling. Hi. That's the outside. They're not, that has nothing to do with the black shadowy lines trailing down from the ceiling, but, you know, it's close enough. Are we freaking there yet? Jesus. Could go a little faster, please. I wonder if some of the elevators I rode in Chicago up to the top of, like, Hitchcock Tower, or... It's not Hitchcock Tower, is it? It's, like, Hancock Tower. I hate saying that name, because, like, at least one person was probably snickering every single time someone says that name ever, but, it is what I have to do. Can we see no, we can't see the land bridge from here. Okay, so we're not far enough away from the dunes down below, but yeah, that's where we are. You can definitely tell it's low poly Caelid. I mean, look at that fort. Look at that amazing looking fort. That looks like a level from Marble Blast Gold. Hello. The 2 fingers have the power of the Great Rune in their hand, or these two fingers do. Is this like a different two fingers? I'm not sure. This is the second time we've ever done this. If you remember, Renala's Great Rune was already up to spec. It was already powered. Radahn's Great Rune. Hold on, let me try. Radahn's Great Rune. There we go. I had to stutter a little bit on last one, but I got it. Its blessing raises maximum HP, FP, and stamina, but nothing else. So how is it better than Godric's? Well, it does have a use. Since leveling up your attributes a lot gives you diminishing returns eventually, it's possible you'll level up Vigor, Mind, and Endurance enough to the point that they no longer give you as much for raising their attributes. Thus, Godric's Great Rune doesn't give them as much of a boost as it usually would. This Great Rune raises HP, FP, and Stamina directly, does not do it through attributes, so it will be the same boost no matter how much health you have, or no matter how high your attributes are, so that is a use. Radahn was amongst the children of Renala and Radahn, who became demigod stepchildren after Radagon's union with Queen Marika. The Great Rune burns to resist the encroachment of the Scarlet Rot. It wasn't really doing a great job for him, but I guess the Great Rune lost its power, so that would be why. That, and a cool view of the Erd Tree, is everything to see up here. So, very cool. Another chapter of our journey has come to an end. That is 3 of the major shard bearers down for the count. Count Dracula, or something, I don't know. Now, before I leave Caelid, there's one tiny little thing that is easy to miss that I would like to do. Well, okay, there is Redmane Castle. I probably won't get around to that this video, though. That'll be like something for some time, I don't know. We'll do it eventually. Maybe at the end of next video, if our new exploration of Shifra is either long enough that I do most of it one video and then do some of it the next, and then I can tack on Redmane at the end. I'll find a way. I'll do it. I found a way to incorporate everything so far. I'll find a way to incorporate that. So, upon the border between Caelid and Dragon Barrow, which kind of reminds me of the split between North and South Korea, to be honest, but let me not go there. I think along this edge, actually, pointing down towards more the swamp of Aeonia to the south, not swamp of Aeoni, whatever, like, the swamp of an Oni. Oh, is that where it was? No, that's down by Deep Shifra Well. We do not need to go there. Where we do need to go is that ledge, right there, you can see to the left. The left ledge. Now, drop down, and look at that. It's a cave. Can I just... Yeah, I can. Apparently this is part of Dragon Bear. Oh no, is this cave Dragon Bear difficulty? Okay, it's changed its name back to Caelid. It shouldn't be. Alright. As cool as this set looks, and as fitting as it was for going up against Radahn, the weird hair on the back is kind of weird to me, and ultimately it's not my favorite set in the world, so I think I'm gonna change outfits. I think there's a couple I missed. Indeed there was. There's actually plenty. This is the Traveler set. Let me take off the hat. There we go. That looks a lot better, actually. You know what? Let's go without a helmet for the time being. And you know what? Let me finally freaking scratch that little itch bothering me and go allot the charges to be like that. Okay, there we go. I finally remembered to do it. I am so close to level up. I'm gonna use a rune. I really don't like the splash over there, especially because it tells me that this cave is filled with Scarlet Rot. So that doesn't make me excited. And... Endurance. Can I use other spells yet? No. I can't use... Oh, you game and your stupid attribute requirement bullshit. It's fine. It's fine. It's something everyone accepts. It's a part of RPGs, or so I hear. I don't really like it, but it's a part of RPGs, so I'll just put up with it. I have an idea. I'll raise immunity with the normal horn charm, the immunizing horn charm, and then I'll raise it even more with the mottled necklace. There we go. Look at all that immunity. I'm going to be so immune to this Scarlet Rot, I can't move through that. Okay. Wait, this counts? This counts as being in Scarlet Rot? What, no, get me out of this. No, okay, that. That was probably the quickest I have ever died in a mini dungeon in this game. Aside from the very first one I did, Stormfoot Catacombs, where I died to those 3 imps at the start. That was funny, and that was even more so. Okay, so, that rock over there that is not inside the water is apparently inside the water. Got it. So, this water slows me down. It's best not to roll in it. I think you can kinda help with jumps. No, you really can't. Okay, it's more shallow over here. It's more shallow over here. It's more shallow over here. I hate this. Oh, get me out of this. Okay. Boluses. Need those. In fact, I'm going to equip those in the pouch, because I'm going to need those. I'm not going to need the telescope. Oh, it's not called a spyglass. I thought it was called a spyglass. I guess I'm thinking of the Minecraft item. This is a dormant abductor virgin. Yep, very much so dormant. I think something you can do to give yourself a greater chance, we're gonna de-equip the moon veil real quick, put on the dagger. This is something that I didn't know you could do, even back in Dark Souls 3, but if you're ever faced with poison water that slows you down, equip something that uses Quick Step and then use it. It'll allow you to get through so much faster. Also, apparently touching the geysers before they even launch their shit hurts you. Alright, this cave's kind of terrible. Ah yes, it's known as Abandoned Cave. I forgot to check that. I could use a bolus here. I don't have a whole ton of them, though. I can probably craft more. Oh, I can. I can craft 18 more. Let's just do it. Just do it. Give me 18 more. And now I can use one. There we go. Perfect. Now, dash, dash, dash. Die. What the fuck? Yes, I understand there was a geyser there and that the geysers are harmful, but I didn't have any choice in the matter. I had to go through it, and I don't know when they choose to explode and when they don't choose to. I don't know. This is weird and dumb. This cave sucks. I'll leave those runes there. There was literally 100. If you do not have a quick step weapon, which I would be surprised by, I've picked up a lot of them, you can also use backsteps. If you step in the water, turn around, and then backstep like this, it's a little bit slower, but it does generally the same thing. Okay, let's keep going down. I like how the summoning pool starts here. That was a pretty terrible way to begin this cave. Please tell me the rest of the cave isn't like that. Oh, wow, look at that. The rest of the cave is like that. All right, okay, a completely decimated, destroyed Abductor Virgin over here. Yeah, this is the place where Abductor Virgins go to die. Hello there, sir. I'm going to cast a glintstone shard in your general direction and kill you. I actually didn't know if the geysers attacked you or not, if they did damage or not, so it's nice to have some confirmation on that. That is really good to know. I was standing in one, apparently. It did not look like I was, but fine. If you say I was game, then who am I to refuse your orders and your rules and all that? Die, die, die. Actually, you know what? This dagger's never gonna get any use for me outside of this, so let's just use it. Here, 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 here. The low damage is not just the fact that it's a dagger and daggers don't do a whole lot of damage, but it's because I haven't upgraded this thing at all. It does attack fast, though, so, like, if I upgraded it a bit, it would kill enemies in the same general amount of time that it takes with a regular sword. Still, though, Twin Blade is love, Twin Blade is life. Those are wise words. Those are the words I have followed my entire time playing Elden Ring, and I am not about to abandon them here. Okay, is this more Scarlet Rot? Sure is. Oh, goody. It's a plant. My favorite enemy. You are insanely weak to frost, my man. I'm just gonna ignore you. Jump up this way. Fight you. Kill you. There's 2 of you. I didn't even notice there were 2 of you the first time. That's how unimportant you are. That I didn't even notice. Your friend. Even after I killed him. I honestly didn't really notice him. He just kind of came and went. You know? Really fast. Aha! Boss already. Okay, I don't think we've been everywhere we can, though. This is kind of just a straight tunnel to the end. I could have sworn there was something good you got from here, and maybe that's what that thing is over there. So, let me see if I can find the way up there, or if I can find another option through this room. More Aeonian butterflies. These things probably craft, like, Scarlet Rot pots, Scarlet Rot arrows, if I had to guess. I don't know if there's any kind of themes that they attach with what crafting materials tend to craft what items. I know there's, like, feathers, can craft you those better arrows that fly farther. That's all I can think of at the moment, because, like, there's not a whole lot of themes with boluses. I guess moss is used for boluses. I'm sure they did some kind of theme, because From Software usually does that, but you never know. They may have just left it alone. I think I'm gonna kill you, see if you... Get you out of the way, see if you drop anything special. Okay, we're gonna attack you from a distance now. Glintstone Art, go! That's not Glintstone Art, go! Glintstone Art, one more! Yeah! He's dead, finally! Death to all plants! Death to hunters! Okay, so, for anyone who has both played Bloodborne or watched a playthrough of it, and have watched The Expanse TV show, does anyone else think that Eileen the Crow, if she goes nuts if you fail to do her quest line in time, when she's fighting you, she sounds a lot like Bobby Draper from The Expanse show. It's always felt that way to me. Venomous Fang. Okay, this is not what I thought I would find down here, but I'll take it. It's a cool, unique weapon. One of the weapons designed for gladiatorial combat. I've never heard that word before. Used by duelists who were exiled from the Colosseum. The black fang protruding from the bronze snake head is coated in deadly poison. Skill is Quick Step to help you through the water. The bad water. Causes poison buildup. It's a claw weapon. Okay, those are special weapons. Alright, I'm gonna go look something up real quick. Alright, I have found all the treasures of this cave. I was just making sure I wasn't missing anything. Malformed bow in the shape of a pair of poisonous snakes. Imbues arrows with poison through pagan magic, revealing its true worth when used with poison-infused arrows. Used by assassins known as the Formless Serpents. Skill is Mighty Shot. You shoot the arrow, except a little bit harder. And that's it. That should be it for this cave. So let's head over to the Yellow Fog and get fighting. It is kind of cool that, like, we're taking out so many bosses in each video. So far, we've only had one video without a boss in it, and that was episode 7 when we were exploring Stormvale, because that place was huge. We might have another one of those videos in the future. Oh god, I remember this. Cleanrot Knight's Spear. We've already fought one of these guys back in Liurnia, so we kind of get the gist. However, there's a twist. Not only does he have a spear, the horror, he is joined eventually by a friend with a sickle. Oh god. Okay, so the sickle's who we fought before, I want to say. I wanna use this on you. Okay, well, great timing. Seriously, really freaking good timing. Okay, I'm gonna Hoarfrost Stomp you. I'd like to kill you first. You are more damaged than the sickle guy. I hope you stay out of things. He's gonna attack from a distance with ranged attacks, whereas this guy's gonna melee me, and so I'll use a bit of longer range stuff to my advantage. Okay. Nope. No. That was a pretty bad set of attacks for you to use on me. No. It was bad for me. Pretty good for you. Alright, you are frosted. Oh god, I hate that. No. Okay, I want to see if I can do this without summoning a Spirit Ash. After all, I summoned all those guys against Radahn. I should probably do something without summoning in this video to please the Elden Ring purists who think everything must be done solo for it to count. And I don't agree with that at all, especially with Elden Ring. Some of the shit this game does is insane, so summon a Spirit Ash if it makes you have more fun. Alright, down you go. I understand if, like, you might find summoning a Spirit Ash making things less fun. Personally, I find it makes things more fun for those bosses I really don't like. It's the only way I can actually enjoy them. But I do like to fight bosses solo just to see if I can do it, and this was pretty successful in that case, because it's just you left. I mean, I also used a ton of magic and ranged shit, but you know, I should probably use more of it. Here, have Hoarfrost Stomp. Hoarfrost Stomp does not do a lot. Jump attacks do a lot. He's gonna kill me. Stop vomiting! That is disgusting! You guys need to find better food to eat than the freaking whatever you dredge up from the Scarlet Rot all day. I hate you. That's not what I meant to do. I meant to use this. Okay. Let me drink this. And go! Great. Wasted flask. That's fine. You're dead. The Cleanrot Knight duo was down, and your award? Gold Scarab. This is what I thought I was missing from the rest of the cave, but in reality it waits until the end. 7,000 runes. We got 70,000 from Radahn. A talisman Fascismily of a scarab, the carrier of treasures and precious things. This golden scarab increases the amount of runes obtained from defeating enemies. This would be a good thing to wear in the open world so that I could get a little bit more stuff from enemies, and considering that I am about to be doing that, I think I'll throw that on right now since we're done with this cave. Boom, on the gold scarab goes. That wraps up everything I wish to do in Caelid at the current moment in time. Obviously, we are far from done with the place, and we will be returning to Redmane fairly soon, but aside from that, Southern Caelid is basically done. Yeah, it was that freaking small. It's kind of weird to realize as I play through it again, but yeah, it's not a very big region whatsoever. To start to close out this video, I'm gonna head back to my favorite place in the world, Liurnia. Jarbairn? You okay? Did someone roll you over? Do you need to be pushed back up?
Stop. No. Please. No, don't break us.
Oh man, he's having a nightmare. I wish I could join you in that, but I seem to be a lucky soul as I don't believe I've ever had a nightmare in my life. Like, not... I've had dreams that have had, like, horror game characters in it, but never in a... And had some startling moments, I guess, but nothing, like, outright scary that I wake up from and I'm glad it's done. I believe, after Radahn is defeated, somewhere outside of Carian's study hall, you should have a special encounter with someone. At least I heard. I read the wiki, so it must be true, right? Wow, I've missed you all this time. You're probably just an upgrade material. That's fine, though. I would actually like to say some long-term goals that I have for this series, because I do have some long-term goals. One of my favorite things about playing this game is having a collection of, like, every single item. Even if I won't use them, having them in my inventory is really nice. So, what I'm planning to do is to collect every single Crystal Tier, Ash of War, crafting cookbook, and every talisman before the series is done. I'd also like to defeat every boss and fight every mini-dungeon and visit every, like, named location on the map. I just want to show off everything this game has. Because, I don't know, I feel like it. Yeah, it's so weird. I used to not be that big of a completionist. Like, I would play the Legend of Zelda games, and I would never, ever go for 100%. I have never 100%ed Ocarina of Time nor Majora's Mask. Because, like, a lot of the stuff you have to do to get there is kind of annoying side quests or mini games that I was never that into, but if all I need to do to 100% this game is, like, or at least 100% in my definition, might not be 100% to anyone else, is, like, go kill some dudes and do some pretty simple quest lines when you know how to do them, compared to some of the stuff in Legend of Zelda. Go explore some mini-dungeons, just, like, see everything in the world. I'm down for that. I love to do that. And strangely, though, like, I never found myself wanting to see everything in the world in The Legend of Zelda, despite that being kind of a thing to incentivize 100%. Like, I don't know, I just never found 100% of those games compelling, but this game, though, oh, by all means, I'll go for all bosses, even if it means that I hate myself by the end. Alright, I wasn't actually searching in the right location. It's south of Carian's study hall, which means it's in this direction up here, where the artist's shack is. I don't think so. Oh, wow. Those windows were looking a little shiny there. I don't think that's intentional, but it looks pretty cool and it fits.
Can you hear me? Help me! I'm stuck! Hello? Hello? Anyone?
We meet again, in the same way as we did the first time. Hello, Alexander. I like how he had different voice lines this time, saying the same thing.
Ah, hello. How nice it is to see a friendly face. As you can surmise, I've got myself stuck in another hole. Would you mind helping me out again?
Yeah.
My thanks in advance. I know you're the woman for the job. You know what to do, Give me a good smack from behind with something nice and big. No, don't worry about my wound sustained at the festival. I'm stuck back together good and proper. Just give it your all.
Alright, I think I'll equip the club for this again, since I get the feeling that the sharp twin blade might hurt you a bit more. Hurry up! Hurry up! Hurry up!
Please. Wait. I have a terrible feeling about this. Would you stop hitting me for a minute? I can feel my lower half is stuck on something. I don't think you can get me out just by hitting me this time. Let's think. Perhaps there's a way to slide me out a little more smoothly. What if I could somehow be made slippery or some such?
I mean, the weather's trying to do that for you right now. So yeah, they've increased the difficulty on this little encounter. I believe what you need to do I have one? I do not. You need one of these. You need an oil pot. You can craft them with a cracked pot and melted mushrooms found in the Eternal City. Either need this or a roped oil pot. Either one. And then just throw it at him. So, lob it. Go! Did that work?
By gods, you are a woman of vision. This will have me as slippery as a toad. I have a good feeling about this, my friend. Right. Give me a good smack from behind with something nice and big.
I'm gonna do a light attack just in case. Oh god. I actually... Alright, come on. Don't die! Please don't! I don't think he could die from this. There we go. Okay, okay. Man, I don't think he can die from it. I was just still worried. You understand.
My thanks to you and your razor-sharp wits. Oh. As a token of my thanks, I'd like you to have this.
How long was that thing there? That scarab just appeared. That thing has been making no noise this whole time. What the hell? Thank you for the exalted flesh again that I will never eat.
Dearie me, I'm oilier than a toad. Yeah, there were countless oil jars back where I'm from, actually. And now I know what it's like to be one of them.
So this encounter is optional. You do not need to come here and do it. It's just something fun you can come and do if you want.
Yes, indeed.
He somehow gets himself unstuck otherwise.
Though it is one to which I have vowed not to return. So, I thought I might look out from atop the cliff. But as I drew closer and closer, pow, wouldn't you know it, I was perfectly stuck in that blasted hole. I can feel the warriors inside admonishing me for my mawkishness. To walk the path of champions, one cannot cleave to the past. I'm headed to the Fiery Mount in the north. I can strengthen myself there without fear of cracking this vessel. I will forge myself anew in its flames.
I guess I'll see you there. Much, much later from now. Hopefully not as much later as when we last saw you in Fort Gale, and then the next time we saw you was this video. Or, not Fort Gale, Gale Tunnel. That's what. When we approached from the Limgrave end. Man, you know, I think you could have gone down there. Jarbaron would have been happy to see you, but I suppose I understand.
You've defeated General Radahn, unlocking the stars. The general was blighted by scarlet rot and driven to madness. But not long ago, he was hailed as the mightiest demigod of them all. There is no parallel to your achievement, nor to Lady Rani's acute judgment of character. Thanks to you, Lady Rani's fate once again stirs, and the path to Nokron has opened. Descend underground, where the fallen star struck Limgrave, and make it yours. The precious treasure of Nokron.
Very soon I will do so. Do you have anything else to say?
Blythe wanted me to tell you not to bother waiting for him and head straight to Nokron. Blythe has been given an important task. Apparently a matter of great urgency.
Okay. But before we do, I would like to briefly show what Remembrance of the Starscourge can give you. His Starscourge Greatsword, Starcaller Cry. I thought he was using Cragblade. Bring the two scars together, roar into the skies, pulling in enemies with additional gravitational wave. Okay, so he could just use multiple Ashes of War, and you can only use one at a time per weapon. Yeah, they're very fair game things. A pair of weapons decorated with a lion mane motif. Radahn earned considerable renown as the Starscourge in his youth, and it is said that during his time he engraved the gravity crest upon these blades. The other option is Lion Greatbow with Radahn's Reign. Great bow of black iron wielded by General Radahn, decorated with a lion mane motif. Imbued with gravitational power of the Starscourge, when used along with Radahn's spear, becomes a true weapon of a champion. Ready the bow and fire a subtle flurry of arrows up into the sky, and yep, it was his attack. Between these two, I think I'm going to get... I don't know, I think I'd just rather have the greatsword. Again, bows aren't really my thing, just because they're not that exciting. In these games, anyway. Now, we can also buy Radahn's armor, if we want. Radahn inherited the furious, flaming red hair of his father, Radahn, and is fond of its heroic implications. I was born a champion's cub. Now I am the lord of the battlefield's lion. Man, you must have been a really cool dude back in the day before Melania absolutely screwed you over. The golden lion is said to symbolize Godfrey, the first Elden Lord, and his beast regent, Sarash. I think you mean his stand. From his youngest years, Radahn was naturally captivated by the Lord of the Battlefield, so he has the thing on his armor to remind him of that. Oh man, that's so cool. Alright, the other two say the same thing. I believe this is the first armor set that we can actually alter, meaning... if I were to use enough runes to... if I were to gain enough runes to buy it... that is 12,000. Bam. I can't buy anything else. You know, I think this might be a time to genuinely use this. Use the Newman's Rune. We'll be getting more later. Don't you worry. Never fear. Robin Hood will soon be here. Seriously? Okay. I have 16,000. Give me. There we go. We can look like him now. And now, can you do something?
The sea ready to make...
I'm sorry. The golden needle is mine forever.
Master, my apologies. Your wardrobe includes the garb of the old demigods, and I'm afraid I can't make adjustments to them. My mum told me once that a royal seamster would do them up in a jiffy. Just wait, Master. Before long, I'll be that good too.
Before long, indeed.
Is that a gift for my undeserving self? Thank you kindly. But what on earth could it... Oh, amazing. I've never seen a golden needle. Not in all my life. With a spectacular royal crest to boot. Are you certain that this is for me? Oh, I can hardly believe it. Have faith in me, Master. I'll polish my craft enough that I deserve this golden gift. I'll be the golden seamster, Bok. Now I'll be able to sew anything. Even the threads of the demigods.
Indeed. Surely she'd be happy for you?
Do you think that Mum would be pleased if she knew that I'm as good as any royal seamster now? Oh, it's still not enough. I need to learn how to sew from scratch like her.
You'll get there eventually, buddy. Let's see. Yep, you can indeed alter Radahn's lion armor. It just takes the cape off. The end. Can you restore this back? Yeah, okay, this doesn't cost any runes, so we'll just do that. There you go. Do you feel useful now? Because, honestly, altering carpets doesn't do a whole lot. You really got kind of a bad role in this game for as adorable of a character as you are. You can't do a whole lot, so I feel bad for not talking to him, but he's not that important. As sad as it is to say, like, he just isn't as important as other mechanics in the game are. There's the Spirit Spring. I can finally get the chance to show it, and I can land on it safely, hopefully. Yeah, okay. The Spirit Spring can bug out trying to land on it and kill you when it shouldn't have. That was most definitely not there before. I remember this place. I've respawned here many a time. And, yep. I just accidentally ate a bolus. I was so stunned by this view. That there didn't used to be there. There's even a waterfall down there. Where did that come from? Next time on Elden Ring, we get to explore Shifra River again. Yes! I cannot wait. But also I can, because I'm done recording now. Thank you all for watching, if you did. And as always, I will see you all in the future.